Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Simple English Learning. Today, we're going to talk about one of the most powerful, practical, and interesting ways to improve your English: learning through the news. The news is everywhere, in newspapers, on websites, on YouTube, in podcasts, on the radio. Every day, millions of people around the world consume news to stay informed. But for English learners, the news can be much more than just information. It can be a classroom, a teacher, and a tool to build fluency. In this episode, Learn English Through the News: How to Follow and Summarize, I'll explain why the news is such a valuable resource for learners, how to choose the right news content for your level, and, most importantly, how to summarize the news in a way that improves both your listening and speaking skills. By the end of this lesson, you'll have a step-by-step method to use news stories as daily English practice, so you not only understand the world better, but also speak English with more confidence and clarity. Why learn English through the news? Let's start with the question: why should you use the news to learn English? Here are 4 powerful reasons. 1. Real-life language. The news gives you authentic, up-to-date English. It's the kind of language native speakers actually hear every day. 2. Wide range of topics. The news covers politics, science, culture, technology, health, entertainment, and more. This gives you vocabulary in many areas of life. 3. Improves listening and reading. News is delivered in clear, professional English, often at a moderate speed. It trains your listening and reading skills with real-world input. 4. Great for discussion. News stories are perfect conversation topics. You can summarize them, share your opinion, and practice speaking. So, learning English through the news is not just about language. It's also about becoming an informed global citizen. Challenge: why the news feels hard. Of course, many learners also find news difficult. Why? Fast delivery. News anchors often speak quickly and connect words. Advanced vocabulary. Words like legislation, outbreak, diplomatic, inflation appear often. Cultural context. Stories assume background knowledge you may not have. But don't worry. These challenges are opportunities. If you approach the news with the right strategy, it becomes manageable and effective for learning. Step 1. Choosing the right news. The first step is to choose news content that matches your level. For beginners and lower intermediates, start with News in Easy English. Many websites and channels create simplified news. Examples are VOA Learning English, BBC Learning English. For intermediate learners, try short news videos with subtitles. Choose one topic per day, no more than 2 to 3 minutes. For advanced learners, go for authentic news, like BBC, CNN, Al Jazeera, The Guardian, or podcasts like NPR. Remember, you don't have to understand everything. Focus on the main idea. Step 2. Active listening and reading. Once you've chosen a news piece, don't just consume it passively. Be active. Here's how. 1. Listen once without subtitles. Try to catch the main idea. Don't panic if you don't get every word. 2. Listen again with subtitles or transcript. Notice new vocabulary. Highlight phrases. 3. Pause and repeat. Practice shadowing. Copy the speaker's intonation and rhythm. 4. Read the transcript out loud. This improves both comprehension and speaking. This active process turns news from information into practice. Step 3. Summarizing the news. The most powerful way to use the news is to summarize it. Why? Because summarizing forces you to understand, process, and explain. In other words, it trains both listening and speaking. Here's a simple 3-step method for summarizing news. Identify the 5 W's and H: who, what, where, when, why, and how. Example: the government announced a new education policy yesterday to improve schools. 2. Write a short version. Example: yesterday, the government introduced a new education policy to improve schools. 3. Say it out loud in your own words. Example: the government has a new policy to make schools better. The key is to keep it simple. Don't try to repeat every detail. Focus on the main idea. Step 4. Add your own opinion. After summarizing, add your own opinion. This transforms the news into conversation practice. Example: news: scientists discovered a new planet. Summary: scientists have found a new planet outside our solar system. Opinion: that's exciting. I think space exploration is important for the future. By combining summary plus opinion, you practice both describing and expressing yourself. Step 5. Practice regularly. Like any skill, learning through the news requires consistency. Suggested routine: 15 to 20 minutes per day. 5 minutes, watch or read one news story. 5 minutes, summarize, written plus spoken. 5 minutes, add your opinion and practice saying it aloud. If you do this daily, you'll improve vocabulary, comprehension, and speaking fluency in just a few months. Example practice session. Let's do a quick demonstration. News story: a major storm hit the East Coast yesterday, causing flooding and power outages. Step 1. 5 W's and H. Who, the East Coast of the country. What, a major storm. When, yesterday. Why/how, caused flooding and power outages. Step 2. Short summary. A big storm hit the East Coast yesterday, causing floods and blackouts. Step 3. Opinion. That sounds terrible. I think the government should prepare better for natural disasters. See how simple it is? You've just practiced listening, summarizing, and speaking your opinion. Extra tips for success. 1. Choose topics you care about. If you like sports, watch sports news. If you enjoy science, choose science news. Interest increases motivation. 2. Don't stop for every word. Guess the meaning from context. Look up only the most important new words. 3. Collect useful phrases. News often repeats expressions like "according to officials," "the report shows," "experts say." Add these to your active vocabulary. 4. Practice with a partner. Share news summaries with a friend and ask them opinion. This creates real conversation practice. Conclusion. So let's review the process of learning English through the news. 1. Choose the right news for your level. 2. Listen or read actively, not passively. 3. Summarize the story in simple words. 4. Add your opinion to practice conversation. 5. Repeat daily to build consistency. The news isn't just information. It's a classroom waiting for you. By following and summarizing the news, you improve your listening, expand your vocabulary, and build confidence in speaking. Remember, fluency is not about knowing every word. It's about understanding the main idea and being able to express it clearly. And news is the perfect training ground for that skill. Thank you for joining me today on Simple English Learning. If you found this lesson helpful, please subscribe, share the video with a friend, and let me know in the comments, what news story will you summarize today? Until next time, keep learning smart and keep speaking confidently.